Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Handoff from the shotgun. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not often does a game in week 0 end up setting the tone for a season the way it did last year when Georgia Tech and Florida State met in Dublin. Man, were we fooled. FSU, preseason playoff contender, and Georgia Tech, I'll tell you what, they were pinned to everybody all year.
They sure were, and they took that opportunity in Dublin, Ireland to make a statement. Everybody was talking about Florida State. Could they get to the national championship? And it was Brent Key getting his team fired up, ready to go. They came out and they ran all over Florida State.
I don't think Florida State has recovered since. I mean, the season was an absolute disaster. This was the team that kind of started that off, so let's see if they can start off on a better foot.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Powell. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking for space, it's Haynes. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Running the red zone, it's Haynes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's King. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Rivers. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football, they set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's White. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a second down play. Quick completion to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the right. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Kane. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Rutherford. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got some room, it was over.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W. And now, for them to win this game in this kind of environment, open up some eyes around the country, it's huge to continue to build that confidence.
Caught in the backfield, it's White. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they are not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. They're working that left side. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Patterson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Castellanos. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's White. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's King. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Oh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Haynes. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's King. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big...
There he goes. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, out of space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's King. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Yellow Jackets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pittman. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell, all eyes on this team. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Copeland. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wyoming has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 15 over the Groupers. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's King. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. I'm out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the draw. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good! Reach for a long one, and he gives them the W. And with that, they've taken the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. And for this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm